Laziness isn't what you think it is. It's not about being tired. It's not about lacking energy. It's about choosing comfort over the life you say you want. And if you're 35 and still choosing comfort, this story is your last warning. His name was Youssef. At 35, most men are securing their legacy. Youssef was still securing excuses. He wasn't stupid. He wasn't incapable. He was something worse, comfortable in his stagnation. He had a job that paid just enough, an apartment that was fine for now, a routine that required nothing from him. He told himself he was taking it easy, that he was figuring things out. But deep down, he knew the truth. He was rotting. Every morning, the alarm rang. Every morning, he hit snooze, not because he was tired, because getting up required effort, and effort required caring. And somewhere along the way, Youssef stopped caring about himself. Youssef wasn't lazy in his mind. In his mind, he was ambitious, driven, full of potential. He had ideas. He had dreams. He had plans saved in notes on his phone. But ambition without action is just daydreaming with a professional vocabulary. His daily life looked like this: wake up late, scroll, work, come home, Netflix, sleep, repeat. On Fridays, he'd tell himself, "Next week, I'll start." On Sundays, he'd feel guilty and make a plan. On Mondays, he'd ignore it. He wasn't choosing to be lazy. He was choosing comfort disguised as rest. He was choosing distraction disguised as relaxation. And every choice to avoid discomfort was a vote against his future. But the scariest part, he didn't even notice anymore. One evening, Youssef went to a high school reunion. He walked in expecting nostalgia. He walked out with dread. His old classmates had become people. One owned a business. One was a senior manager. One had traveled to 12 countries. And Youssef, still in the same position he had 5 years ago, still living in the same place, still planning to do something. A former classmate approached him and asked, "So, Youssef, what have you been up to?" He gave a vague answer, something about working on projects. But as he drove home that night, the weight of it crushed him. He wasn't working on projects. He was working on excuses. And at 35, excuses don't build futures, they bury them. That night, he stared at himself in the mirror and asked a question he'd been avoiding for years. When did I become this person? The truth hit him slowly, then all at once. He was 35. Not 25, not 30. 35. His parents were getting older. His body was getting slower. His opportunities were getting fewer. He thought about his father, who worked 2 jobs to give him a future. He thought about his younger brother, who already had a family and a home. He thought about himself, still waiting for the right time. But there is no right time. There's only time, and it doesn't wait. He grabbed his phone and opened his notes app. 12 unfinished ideas, 17 someday plans, all of them gathering digital dust. And then he saw it, a note from 3 years ago. At 32, I will finally get serious. No more wasting time. He was now 35. Nothing had changed, except the number. The next morning, Youssef woke up determined. He made a schedule. He committed to a routine. He deleted social media apps. For 4 days, he felt alive. On day 5, his body was sore from working out. On day 6, his friend invited him out. Just this once, he thought. By day 8, the routine was gone. He was back on the couch, back on his phone, back in his comfort. And the guilt was crushing, because now he knew what discipline felt like and how easily he had abandoned it. He sat there staring at the TV and realized laziness isn't a personality trait. It's a choice you make every single day. And he had been choosing it for 15 years. 2 weeks later, something happened that changed everything. Youssef's father had a health scare. Nothing fatal, but a warning. Sitting in the hospital waiting room, Youssef watched his father sleep. His father, who never complained, who never quit, who sacrificed everything. And Youssef realized something that broke him. His father gave him a future, and Youssef had wasted it on comfort. He hadn't honored the sacrifice. He had insulted it. Tears came, not loud, just steady. That night he didn't make another promise. He made a vow. I will not let another year pass like this. I will not die lazy. And for the first time in years, he meant it. The next morning, Youssef didn't wait for motivation. He got up. Not because he felt like it, because he made a vow. He didn't create a perfect plan. He created a painful one. Wake up at 5 a.m., exercise, work on a skill, no negotiations. The first week was hell. His body screamed, his mind resisted. His comfort begged him to stop. But he didn't, because he realized comfort is a slow death, discipline is a painful rebirth, and he was done dying. Week by week, the laziness lost its grip. Month by month, he became unrecognizable. He didn't feel motivated every day, but he moved anyway. And slowly, the lazy version of himself started to fade, not because he killed it, because he starved it of the comfort it fed on. 1 year later, Youssef looked in the mirror and saw a different man. He had lost weight, built a side business, saved money, rebuilt respect. Not because of one big change, because of 1,000 small refusals to be lazy. People asked him, "What happened to you?" He smiled and said, "I got tired of being tired." Old Youssef chose comfort. New Youssef chose consequence. Old Youssef avoided pain. New Youssef used pain as fuel. Here's the truth about laziness. It's not a condition. It's not genetic. It's not your personality. It's a habit, and habits can be broken. But here's what no one tells you. You can't break laziness with motivation. You break it with decision. One decision to stop negotiating with yourself. One decision to choose discomfort over comfort. One decision to move even when everything in you wants to stay still. Laziness dies when you stop feeding it excuses, so stop waiting to feel ready. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting. Get up. Move. Start. Not tomorrow. Now. If you made it to the end, you already know. You're tired of being lazy. You're tired of wasting time. You're tired of being tired. Good. Use that. Let it fuel you today. Right now. Pick one thing, just one, and do it before the day ends. If this story woke something up inside you, subscribe to the Wisdom Tales. Because we don't sugarcoat the truth here. We give you the hard love that forces you to change. Comment below. What's the one lazy habit you're killing today? Not for me, for the person you're becoming. Let's move.